What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Showdown Heroes. Now, last time we did build a team around Mega Altaria. Now, today we are going to I'm going to show you a replay of the first battle I had with this team, and it turned out pretty good. In my opinion, this team is like great. And from 1 through 5, I would give it like a 4.5 or something like that. But yeah, if you guys do like the new thumbnail, new and improved thumbnail, go ahead and leave a like. Tell me your thoughts on the new thumbnail. But yeah, let's get right into it. So I am, of course, one over here with Taco CCM. My opponent here, he leads out with Showdown. I go with my slow bro. Now, I can't really touch this thing, so I just go for the Thunder Wave. And I do switch out. I go into my Ferrothorn because I know Latios cannot touch me unless he's got like HP 5 or something like that. So luckily for me, I do get the Power Hex, and I do go for the Leech Seed. Now he surprised me with this move and goes for a Trick. So now I have a Choice Scarf Ferrothorn, and he has my leftovers. So I go for the Stealth Rocks. Now since I'm Choice, I can't do anything to this thing. I have to go into my Tyranitar, which again he cannot touch my Tyranitar at all, as I could eat up Draco Meters as well since I am a bulky variant. So here, either he switches out or stays in. I go for the Pursuit. I know it's a guaranteed one shot. And he goes to Clefable, and he double switches into the Powder, predicting possibly a Thunder Wave maybe, as I go for Jordan, and I know the Sandstorm is up, so I do switch out, fearing an Earthquake, into my physically defensive Slowbro. As you can see, he goes for the Rocks, I think. Yeah, he goes for the Rocks, then goes for the Toxic. I go for the Scald Burn, as I do get the Burn. Does a decent amount. It actually does a lot. Burn does help me out, although the Toxic does whittle me down. And here he goes into his Clefable. I can't really do much to this thing. I know he was going to switch into Clefable, but I thought he was going to sack this thing off, so that's why I did go for the Scald. Scald does about 20%. He does go for the Heal Bell, and as I go for the Slack Off, because Toxic is whittling me down. And since, let's see here, yeah, I do switch out, go out into the Jordan. Since the Sandstorm is still up, he goes for the Moonblast, which is fine. I guess a special attack trip, that's fine. I don't carry Earth Power, doesn't matter. But unfortunately for me, the Sandstorm does end, as he goes into Scizor. Now I know Iron Head was really obvious, so I did go for the Rapid Spin just so I could switch out the Rocks. Then I go into my Ferrothorn, which I know I could eat up any hit Scizor has. He is the Mega variant, goes for the Bug Bite. I do take it. Now, again, him predicting maybe a Thunder Wave, maybe goes out into Powder, who is immune to it. I go for my Rocks once again. He goes for a Slack Off, which is fine though, as I do have to switch out. I am locked into Stealth Rock because I am Choice Scarf. I could have Power Up, but I can't. So in comes the Clefable. I do Scald it. I do get the Burn, but the Burn doesn't really matter because he is Magic Guard. He goes for a Moonblast, gets the special attack drop, which is unfortunate for me. I go for the Side Shock, does decent damage for me being at -1 special attack, which is fine. As over here in this turn, both of our Mons heal. Now since I am Regenerator Slowbro, so I do switch out, which is fine. I get my health back. So he switches into his Hippowdon. I switch out into my Ferrothorn. Now he goes for his Rocks, and I really have no reason to, but I just go for the straight up Power Up, Stab, Choice Scarf, I know, but I just go for the Power Whip. In comes the Talonflame, and he takes 50% of the Rocks, plus sort of 12% or something from the Power Whip, which does, I have to switch out, fearing the Flare Blitz. I go into my Slowbro, which I could eat up any hit. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp though, but it fails because I am Toxic now. Let's see, over here, he does go for the Brave Bird though, as I eat it up, which is fine. And then I just end this Talonflame down. So that's both of his Mons down. And right now, I'm looking pretty good because, I have all 6 of my Pokemon. He does go into this Clefable though. Hits me with the Moonblast, although I do have to Slack Off because of the Toxic damage. And this Toxic is doing its job. It's whittling hell so much. So I am forced to switch into my Ferrothorn, as I now know that he doesn't carry any Fire Blast or Flamethrower. So that's good news for me. goes for the Moonblast. I do take it. Then he goes to his Powder. I go for a Leech Seed though, and I guess I should have gone for a Gyro Ball, which might have taken it out, but it's fine. But since I'm choiced, I have to switch out, and I go into my Slowbro, which I could eat up any hit, but he goes for a Slack Up, unfortunately though. Forgot about that, but it's totally fine. Here he switches out into Clefable once again. I have to Scald because, you know, I just have to for that hit Power Down. But hit Power Down and Clefable are definitely one of the annoying things. So over here he does reveal that he's a Calm Mind set. I go for the Side Shock. Does about the same thing about Scald, but you know, a Calm Mind Clefable is nothing to laugh about. That's something I really fear. I go to my first Thorn, you know, see if he goes for another Calm Mind. I could Gyro Ball, but he does go for the Moonblast. So then he sets up another Calm Mind, and I do go for the Gyro Ball. It doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would do, unfortunately though. Over here he does Soft Boil, which does suck for me. Well, here I just spam Gyro Ball, and I believe I got max damage there. But here he goes for a Moonblast and takes out my first Pokemon. So now he has 5 more to deal with. So in comes Jordan, and I'm making him scared. You know, fearing the Iron Head, he goes into his defensive wall, hit Power Down. I do go for the Iron Head. I take Rocky Helmet and Life Orb damage. So you know, I go for Iron Head one more time, just so I could finish this with Power Down. I was planning on going to Earthquake, but I don't know if that was gonna kill or not. But I guess I should have. But it's fine. He goes into his Scizor, and of course I am in Bullet Punch range. So I have to switch out into my Slowbro, which could take a hit from this thing. He does Roost, unfortunately, but that's fine. He hits me with the Bug Bite. Now here I go for a Scald, and I was hoping for a burn, but you know, fortunately for me, I do not get the burn, and I let him take out my Slowbro because I do need a free switch in. So I go into Wendy, the Mega Altaria. Now here I do not Mega Evolve. I go for the Roost because I don't want him like hitting me with the Bullet Punch. But here he goes for a Sword Sand, which scares me, and I do go for a Fire Blast, which knocks this thing out. And oh my god, Fire Blast came in such good timing. Luckily I didn't miss. He didn't Bullet Punch, which is fine. But here we go. Clefable's here, Calm Minding once again. I go into my Tyranitar just because I need him to kill my Tyranitar so I could bring in my Excadrill, who has Sand Rush, which I could, you know, destroy his bombs and outspeed, and yeah. So here, he does set up Calm Mind, go for Soft Boil. I do try to hit him up with Stone Edge, and try to do as much damage as possible to this thing, although it isn't doing as much, but I'm not fully invested. He goes for a second Calm Mind. I go for another Stone Edge, and here I'm just waiting for him, and I realize that I'm just letting him set up. I go for another Stone Edge. Luckily I do connect, and you know, I was hoping that he didn't really set up too much, but he goes for another Calm Mind. That really scared me though. I do go for a Stone Edge, you know, just to get as much damage as possible. I miss, and he finally goes for Moonblast, and he's trying to stall out the Sandstorm, but the thing is, I am running a smooth Rock Tyranitar, so Sandstorm is going to be in for 8 turns. I go to my Excadrill though. Rocks do not take me out. I knew he was going to go into Kill You, but I wasn't really sure. I just went for a safe Iron Head. Iron Head does decent damage, but the Life Orb does take me out. So over here, I go into my Gengar just to clean things up with the Sludge Wave, as Sludge Wave does take it out. Now Life Orb Gengar is really good. So over here, I didn't want him set up any more Calm Minds or anything like that, so I do go for the Taunt, and that stops him from going to Calm Mind. And then Gengar just finished things off with a Sludge Wave, and yeah. And that wins me the game. So if you guys did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like, and let me know your thoughts, you know, again on this team. I feel like it's a really good team, and you know, I'm gonna try to get some battles with it. So yeah, you guys go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and comment down your thoughts on this new thumbnail, and you know, on this team. Let's see, he had a pretty decent team though. He did have a pretty decent team. It was pretty nice. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a nice day, you guys.